listening to the Positive Professional Podcast with your host, me, Tracy Yvonne. This podcast is a weekly conversation about all things mental health, self-care, and wellness. And there'll be sprinkles of positivity, mindfulness, and guided meditations. Have you heard of Vurbl? Vurbl is an audio streaming destination for all types of audio creators like myself, and anyone that loves listening to audio. Vurbl supports audio creators through their station model and helps listeners connect to meaningful content to listen to. And a few other things that makes Vurbl special is the unique creator tools such as snippets and playlists, better discovery, streaming, it's free, and users can start monetizing right away by joining the Ambassador program or with only 1,000 station listens a month. I'm proud to say that I'm a Vurbl ambassador, a chosen thought leader in the category of mental health. And you can learn more as well as check out my podcast station and my curated mental health playlist at www.vurbl.com. That's www.vurbl.com. Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 39. Today I'm going to talk about feeling overwhelmed in work and life. So I have a question. Are you one of those people who can't seem to stop doing? And I have yet to meet anyone who hasn't felt overwhelmed from time to time. And since it tends to feel uncomfortable, if not downright unpleasant, we tend to view it as negative and as a weakness. We don't dare to admit that we're overwhelmed or dare talk about it, which can leave us feeling isolated and alone, further exacerbating the feeling. We often deny we are overwhelmed because we don't know what to do or how to stop the frantic behavior that leads to this feeling. So we do nothing. Our employers, colleagues, or even friends often do not help to support us to stop overworking. And why do we do this to ourselves? Primarily, this syndrome occurs in our work life, but it can carry over to our personal and family life, and frequently does. Focusing on projects often begins with good intentions, but we can quickly and easily be overwhelmed if we do not have a plan to minimize and balance our work. Getting the project finalized for your team, writing the copy for your website, designing a new sales brochure, or completing a 90-day marketing plan are extremely important. But having a balanced and healthy life is equally important. This stressful pattern is telling you to change your life. And once you get this message, it's easier to identify the steps that you need to take to shift out the behavior quickly. Now, social media, blogs, websites, and even other podcasts share helpful strategies that are gleaned from personal experiences or working with other people who are burned out, growing cranky or frustrated or even depressed. In the next segment, I'm going to share some strategies that immediately diminish feelings of being overwhelmed so you can refocus and make some work-life balance decisions. Today's episode is brought to you by Ivy Elite Training. Are you looking for low-cost professional development workshops, topics like emotional intelligence, diversity and inclusion, and more? Then visit www.ivyelitetraining.com. That's www.ivyelitetraining.com. first strategy that I'm going to share is when you can, just stop what you're doing for a few minutes and take a break. Go for a short walk, sit outside under a tree if the weather's nice, meditate, breathe deeply, or go for a movie, or call a friend to have coffee and share what's going on. The next one is to get a piece of paper and make 2 columns. In one column, list urgent things you need to do this week. And the other column, list those projects that you can delegate, hire, or either barter to be done. Next is to eliminate, and eliminate. Unsubscribe to unnecessary email, and perhaps organize your desk and office to decrease clutter. And think about not attending meetings or getting off of committees and decreasing volunteering at fundraisers unless you have a total passion for the organization and the cause. Next, do not spend time with people whom you do not like. Assess your friends and business colleagues. Do they support and honor who you are? If they are negative, don't share your vision for your dreams and don't spend another minute with them. Decide what's the most important in your life. If you want a balanced life, you will have to make changes in your life to allow this to happen. That takes some time and planning, but it will be well worth the improvement in your life. And the last strategy I'm going to share is to take an action step today to make the change in your life. And call a friend who will support you. Maybe take a class to get organized or work with someone who's going to help to support you and motivate you to have a more balanced life. Thanks for listening and supporting this podcast. And make sure you're clicking the like and subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Stay safe, be well, and don't forget to be the best version of you.